Guys, Dave again. I'm like exhausted for PAX East. It's been so excited. I'm here with an awesome guy I just met, Benjamin Sanchez. He's going to tell us about this unique tabletop game that has hip-hop in it, that it's something you've never seen before. So, Ben, thanks so much. What's the name of the company that you guys do?
Legend of the Cipher is the name of the company, and the game is the same, Legend of the Cipher, the game of hip-hop.
Cool. And we kind of just want to see a demo. I'm sure people right now are asking themselves, wait, what? Hold on. Kind of just walk us through of how you start with this game. Well, first of all, where'd you come up with the idea to kind of, were you at a hip-hop venue, or were you playing Magic, or where'd you all guys come together to say, you know what, let's make a card game out of this?
It was funny. I had been working in a hip-hop club as security, actually, and I had a friend who was a really die-hard card gamer, like a tabletop card gamer, and he was staying with us for a while. Yeah. And he was running through his games, you know, refining his decks and making sure that they played really well. And I'd been listening to so much hip-hop. The thought crossed my mind. I was like, you know, Gary, is there a game like this for hip-hop? Is there a game that caters to kids who grow up in the hip-hop community who want to have that same joy of using card game format to explore a fantasy world and have like a wonderful trip like that? And he was like, no, there's nothing like that.
What, no?
Yeah, no, there's nothing like that. So we reverse engineered it and, you know, have worked on it just month after month after month between the three of us. And this is as far as we've gotten. We just started beta testing. We've come to PAX to show people and see what kind of reaction we get with it.
What Benjamin was showing me a demo of this briefly, and the thing I was amazed the most about is how it convinces me of real life. Like, when you play this game, it plays as a game, but everything makes logical sense of how you can combine stuff. Like, could you go through the venue thing?
Absolutely. Okay, so here we have, I laid these out because I want to show the different card types. We tried to make this as simple as possible to give you a good interpretation of what it's like to be a professional in hip-hop, a culturally aware professional. We have allies, which are
And these are real artists, by the way.
These are all real artists who have talked to us about the game and signed consent forms, with the exception of Frontalot. We're still waiting on that. But yeah, these are all artists who love the concept of the game. They're all participating. The abilities on their cards, they've helped us write. And the bars on the bottoms of the card are original bars from them for the game.
That's awesome.
Which is lovely, I think. So allies are those professional hip-hop performers who you would want to collaborate with. And as our compendium expands, people will be able to build their ideal deck, whether it's like Southern crunk rap, or, you know, like West Coast hardcore, or like, you know, international fringe YouTube, indie rap. Like, we want to cover it all so that people can build what they like. The next type of card is crew. These are all of the behind-the-scenes industry professionals that drive the hip-hop profession.
They're like your promoters, yeah.
Promoters, lawyers, sound technicians, managers, accountants, director for your videos, disc jockeys, and we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And our end plan is to have real professionals, so that when you play the game, you'll actually get the knowledge of an industry insider, because we've gone and done that research. We have the cultural cultural idioms of hip-hop, our moves. These are abstract wild cards that just add flavor to the game. You know, flip, label advance, endorsement, Colin Powell trying to get down.
Nice.
Philanthropy. And we have shine, which are, you know, any means of sort of a grandiose means of expressing your success. And again, these are semi-satirical, and they're not critical to gameplay, but we left them in there so that people can get their bling on. The real meat of gameplay, though, is ventures and venues. We've pluralized our vision of venues into as many different types of getting your music out there as we can think of, and we also did the same with venture strategies. These are all the different sort of supplemental business ideas that might go with a hip-hop career. And again, we've got dozens upon dozens upon dozens of each. So I'm going to step over this way, and I'll show you essentially how card play works. Start us out roundabout in the middle of play. Say we've already done shows with a few of these allies. Invincible, amazing rapper. Look up Invincible. Say I've got a couple ventures kicking, and I bought a couple pieces of shine, you know, one or two. Got a Tai Chi teacher in a home studio. And I've got my deck here. What I'm going to be doing from hand to hand is playing either a move or a venture to add to my stack of going business concerns, or a venue, which is sort of a one-off. Now, venues are stratified between level 1 and level 5, Level 1s being the kinds of things that you can walk on, like open mics, and level 5s being those like giant like world-ending fantasy venues that only like Madonna plays.
Right.
And you, through the course of playing, you gradually scale up your career. So let's say a park jam. I decide to play a park jam, and I've got somebody working for me. Say I've got Luther Carmichael, my web consultant. He's got a 2 for hustle. And I would have to assign him and DJ Rap, right? Between the two of them, they can cover the hustle requirement to get this venture off the ground.
Yeah.
I'm delegating to my employees their management responsibilities, and they're making sure it happens. I'm also signing different allies to the event, increasing the hype level of the event. And if I have any allies in my hand that I want to bring into play, a venue or a venture is how I bring them into play. So at this point, I'm playing a venue, I've facilitated the logistics of it, and I've signed people to it. It's a level 2, +1, +1, +1. Calculated, it's a level 5 venue, which means that, and this is where the game really goes left field from any other trading card game out there, I'm responsible for spitting 5 bars of actual lyrical content. And if you look closely, you can see on the bottom of every card, the flavor text is all rhymes on all these cards. So I can read from rhymes, I can read from a BlackBerry, I can freestyle. As long as I put forth 5 bars, then I'm good, and that venue is a success. All my allies sign a restack here, these guys will relax, I'll get the cash and hype rewards from that venue. Now the tricky thing is, I can present my rhymes and do just fine, but my opponent, or any one of my opponents, this game will play between 2 and 8 people, any one of my opponents can challenge me, spit the same number of bars, and scoop my venue. So it becomes analogous to someone walking on at my show and beating me out with rhymes and throwing down the mic. And that is the game. If I defend my venue or if I'm unchallenged, I can initiate a cipher so that all players can cipher and grab like some little after rewards, and anybody who jumps in can take rewards. And that's the crux of the game. So end all, it will teach you about authentic hip-hop culture, like a pluralized, decentralized hip-hop culture, as a balance to the sort of unilateral projection of commercial media. And it will teach you about how to manage projects. It gives you an entrepreneurial schema to work with. And it will also train you to rhyme. Within 3 turns, you will be rhyming on beat.
You hear that? I'm going to be a rapper, Mom. One of the things I really liked, we were talking about earlier too, was how you guys brought this to a lot of gaming stores. You were around different cities, and you saw how kids who probably, you could just tell from their face that something inside them, they wanted to get into hip-hop, but they were into gaming and probably didn't know where to start, or probably weren't encouraged to that, and this kind of seems like opening a door to that.
Exactly, it's ideal. We've crafted it to appeal as widely as possible to people who love hip-hop but don't know about gaming, or people who love gaming but don't know about hip-hop, or people who love both but want to get into the practice of it. And it's like basically like training wheels for professional hip-hop.
I like that. Now, is there a website or something people can go to check you out?
Cipher.com.
All right.
Cipher.com, and we're starting a Kickstarter tomorrow, actually, at the panel.
Excellent. Well, I'll see you there, Ben.
I really
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem.